working. Here was the issue. Here was the problem. It was the time settings. As we're moving through time, we're changing time. Time and space are warping around us. And it caused a problem with the Streamlabs. But it's approximately midday in the United States. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at some of these scenes? Would you look at some of these vistas? It's connecting. Everything's coming together. We're singing road trip songs, making up songs, new songs. I'm claiming copyright on myself. Oh my goodness. If only you were here right now. If only you were in the car with me right now, singing to reconnect. Yes, reconnected. Oh yes, August winds. It's quite pleasant outdoors. Yes, it is quite pleasant outdoors. I'm happy to be back in the great outdoors, driving in the car. It's a beautiful sensation. I didn't do my stretching today. That's unfortunate. But, sometimes things like that happen, and bones are broken, but time heals all wounds, right? So we'll see. I've got not much to do. Where are you headed? We are headed to California. We're headed to the West Coast, and we'll arrive. Either I'm going to keep driving till 11 p.m. or I'm going to be so exhausted that I end up sleeping. But the halfway mark, it's a 6-hour halfway mark. So it's like 6 hours from now. Am I really going to be so tired? It's like, if I get past the halfway mark, why bother stopping, So I'm probably going to get there at 11 p.m. I have not confirmed with my host if it's cool to arrive in his house at 11 p.m. Very nice. Have you been to? Yes, I've frequented California. I'm very familiar with California. But if I can't stay with my host, I will end up figuring out alternative forms of sleeping arrangements. That's what we'll do. But as time goes on here, I'll tell you what will happen. We'll get some updates as time goes on, because we've got a full 12 and a half hours. We've got a full 12 and a half hours ahead of us, so I'm sure in the next 12 and a half hours I will receive some updates. It's either going to be, hey man, it's not cool the way you just want to show up at my house at 11 p.m. That's kind of late. People are sleeping. Bro, let's stick together. Okay. Well, that sounds very sticky. That sounds like a sticky situation. Sticking together? Should we stick together? I've heard that phrase before. Should we? Should we all stick together? Or should we band together? I like banding. I don't know about sticking. I like banding. Now, Band-Aids are sticky, so I guess we could bandage together, but that sounds like we're injured. We're fine. We're okay. Everything's all right. I think we can band together. Banding together sounds good to me. You say it sounds restrictive. Well, it is. I'm sorry, but pro-sticking, we are imprisoning together. We are inmates together. No. If we stick together, that's restrictive, man. If you stick, 12 hours is a long drive. I think around the 8-hour mark, I might hit my limit. And I might not be I might not want to go to sleep, but I might just say I need to step out of my car and lie down on the ground. That's probably what will happen. Bound together, yeah. Bounding, jumping. If my hand sticks to your hand, I can lift your hand for you. I don't know that I want to be stuck to you. I don't know that I want to be sticky with you. I could be banded together with you. We could band together, because a band has like the woodwinds and the brass section, and so we can be separate. Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready to make that commitment. I have a fear of commitment. Look, thy foes are bound. Okay, fair enough. But the Minecraft, this is very important, the Minecraft slime, the other place it spawns apparently in swamp biomes and fine, whatever, I don't care. The important thing here about the slime, I think it should only be in underwater situations, possibly, and in caves and on rocks. I don't think it should be jumping around outside, because a slime needs moisture and it needs dank. It can't be out in the open, subject to the winds, the dry winds of the Minecraft biome. So we need to change up the slimes a little bit. And additionally, here's what I'll say about the slimes. Oh, Randy wants to ban Minecraft. You know, Randy, I think I've confused you with Bulkington. I think you're two different people, but I had you confused in my mind. So, contact me. Randy, have we already contacted? Maybe we have. I've got too many people in my brain. Remember to adjust the seat. Did you know lichen utilize cyanobacteria, which cause neurodegeneration through cyanotoxins they release? What? Not quite slime, but similar? Oh, okay. Alright, okay. I mean, that was a mouthful. That was a tongue twister. But back to the important subject, the Minecraft slime. Okay, here's what happens with the Minecraft slime. It has a slow and predictable movement, jumping movement, and you hit it, and its hitbox is so big that you can always hit it before it hits you. It never causes any damage. Like, compare this to the zombie. Even the zombie has a smaller hitbox. The slime is just a slower version of the zombie. And, you know, spiders are fast. Spiders can climb. I think slime need a boost. I think they need a boost. Skeletons are the worst because they shoot the arrows, and unless you have a shield, you're done for. What other they have? They have the flying ones. Those are tricky. They have the ghasts. Those can be tricky. The zombies a difficulty. So there's a lot of Minecraft modding I'd like to do. I've started a programmer group recently, and people ask me, what's the point of this programmer group? Why do you have all these programmers together? And I tell people, well, we're trying to, you know, take people of a similar skill set and interests and try to, you know, take them and coordinate them, you know, for future projects and educational purposes and, you know, things of that nature, employment purposes. And so I put that group together, but, you know, the real alternative, what do you call it, the motive, the alternate motive? No, that's not the term. The ulterior. I'm mixing up my A's and my U's. The ulterior motive behind this group is to find a group that I can pay to make Minecraft mods so that I can play modded version. The interior motive. The exterior motive. Important to consider when you buy new cushions. Yes. The interior designing motive. So I'm going to my Minecraft modding dream will come true someday. I will have some things. Whatever happened to Cromwell? He's in a better place now. He has a wife and kids. He's got a family. He's got a job. He's got a career. He's a family man now, you know. He is, he's a pastor. He's got his own little church, and, you know, he's just out there in the countryside preaching the word of God, and he's got a happy life ahead of him. So we wish him all the best. What a saga. What a saga. What a blast from the past. Has it already been 1 year? Is it our 1 year anniversary today of the Cromwell saga? I won't say that's what started it all, but that was a pivotal. If we ever get like a Kiwi Farms style page written about the Jockle experience, that will be certainly at least a footnote. I rate hermits over pastors. All right, well, that's your opinion, man. I can't. Any insider information on the Cromwell saga? Well, I just gave it to you. I just spelled out his whole life. What do you want? His mailing address? You want to be pen pals with him? Maybe he just wants to be left alone. That you can divulge now that a year has passed officially? No, I've been pretty public about everything. I did, for a time, choose not to engage with him because I don't think it was healthy for either of us. Will you be picking up hitchhikers that will provide you with some company? If I see some on the highway in the middle of the desert, if he wants to be left alone, he may be a hermit. Why do he hate you so much? Well, he hated Arvel because Arvel is a perennialist, and then he said, well, you did the perennial podcast with Arvel, you're a perennialist. And I guess I understand why people say that. And, it's a situation. It's like all of these things, like Christian, perennialist, right-wing, left-wing, like all these labels. Hate is a strong word. It is a strong word. I think that if we can truly love, we can probably truly hate. That's my opinion. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, all these labels. It's like, you can create. There's always like a strong and a weak form of every label. Like I've had people say to me that like, oh, you're too Christian, and I'm like, too Christian? Like, when have I ever said, I am a Orthodox Christian, a Catholic Christian, a Protestant Christian, or whatever? Have I ever used that label? I certainly reference Christianity a lot, and I certainly talk about it a lot, because I think it's relevant to everybody. I mean, if you live unplugged by Christianity, ideas of saying like, this is a node, this is a connecting point, this is a place where we can make reference and just show you that I am not making all these ideas up by myself. So people will say, oh, you're too Christian in the Nustian, you're not Christian enough. And you can never please everybody. So I just am who I am, and if people want to attack me on the basis of a label, I find that to be very lame, and I find that to be a misplaced internet tribalism. I think humans are tribal by our nature, but I think when all of your tribal hatred is like toward internet labels, I think you're probably wasting your life energy. And you should probably not care so much about that necessarily. You can make a lot of money off it, but it's probably not the morally right thing to do. Let's admit there, I don't think that's proven. It depends on whether you're a dualist or a monist, I suppose. I think I tend toward more monism than dualism, but when people say things like, sin is the absence of God, I'm like, absence of God? What do you mean, absence of God? As opposed to the presence of God? See, I don't really make that distinction. I don't think that's really the ultimate. I don't think that really makes a whole lot of sense to say that God is absent here or there or something like that. It's like, absent? What are you talking about? As long as there is a law, there is God. And, the only place without God is nowhere. That's a paradoxical, it doesn't make any sense. It's like when you have these arguments about logic and God, it's like, well, could God overcome logic? logic overcome God? Like, ultimately these things have to be, like, we can't get outside of this box of logic. We can't get outside of the box of God. We can't find some place absent of logic or absent of God, because that place doesn't exist. Let's see. I apologize if my posts distract your driving. Well, I'm not a distracted driver. Actually, I have a tiny Joe Biden-esque earpiece, or a Hillary Clinton-esque earpiece, in my ear, and I text to speak. Distracted at all. In reality, the box. It's because he knows the time zone that he's commenting actively, continuously. Should we get on the shades? Should we get on the glasses? I get all kinds of, like, blood in my nose, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. I hate to say it. Listen, I hate to say it, but I've got blood in my nose. I've got dried blood in my nose. You really needed to know that. And I really needed to tell you that I've got blood and it's in my nose. And it's all dried up. Let's try to take a swig. So what I've got here is organic aloe juice. And I looked it up online, and it said you should not drink organic aloe juice unless it is decolorized. And I said, well, this is colorized. And they said, yeah, the latex is actually poisonous. So I'm like, is this apricot seeds part 2? We'll find out, I suppose, if I start getting, like, violent diarrhea. But I've been drinking this for a few days now, and I have, like, a plan. Are you a light or heavy sleeper? It's very hard for me to get to sleep. And I don't tend to wake up in the middle of the night necessarily. And if I do wake up, I tend to fall back asleep pretty easily most of the time. So I would say it's difficult for me to get to sleep, but once I am asleep, I usually don't have that bad of a time. Blood in the nose sounds like a blunder. What's the profile of the average listener? So far, stocky, dwarven. I hope nobody takes this as an insult personally, but, like, compared to my body type, I'm clearly an ectomorph by my nature. Like, that's my psychological, genetic, everything about me points toward being an ectomorph. And so far, nobody has matched my lanky skinniness, although that may change soon. We've got some Chads. We've got some Chads coming up here. We've got some athletes and such, 6'4", 250 pounds, pure muscle, that kind of thing. So we'll see. I'll assess people on a case-by-case basis. Any distinguishing characteristics of your viewership? Yeah, the people who actually want to meet me are really cool people, and the people who don't want to meet me are very strange and concerning. And that's not 100%. If you're one of the people who doesn't want to meet me, that's the percentage there. It's between 1 and 99. So, you may fall somewhere in that percentage. But yeah, that's been my, it's a big laxative, but not poisonous. So watch out. Yeah, I heard it's a laxative, but I haven't had any of the effects of the laxidation, you know what I mean? I haven't had any of the laxative effects. You know why? Because for the last week, for the last 5 days, I have eaten pretty much nothing except beef jerky and canned sardines. And I've been drinking vegetable juice and aloe juice. So I've been probably losing a little bit of weight here. I haven't been that active. I haven't been exercising daily as much as I should. So I am probably in a caloric deficit, although like I'm probably eating less than 2,000 calories a day. However, I'm also not moving around way too much, so I'm not burning a lot of calories. So I don't think I'm at my skinniest I've ever been, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll see. I mean, once I start visiting people, they will, I'm sure they'll be like, let's go out to eat. And I'll be like, okay. Salad. I went ahead and said, I'll get the salad. Before that, I got the fried liver. The fried liver was good. That was tasty. We had that on, what was that, Sunday? Had the fried liver. It was good. I liked it. Okay, let's see what the signage says. What do you think? What do you think about the signage? Should we go ahead and... What do we say? What do we say? What do we say about the signage? How are we feeling? Do we want to have like a multi-zone? And then if you want to throw in some stretches there, stretch out the neck, stretch out the legs and whatnot. So you've got options. All of that can pretty much be done with like a backpack, a towel, a door frame. Of course it's easier if you have more advanced equipment, but sometimes we don't always have that. It says we've got 2 viewers, so I'm pretty sure that we have 5 frames per second. Sorry that the stream is glitching out. It is what it is. The nice thing about Streamlabs is that, what do I say about this? The nice thing about Streamlabs is that it will cut out the dead air in the replay. Not that anybody needs to watch the replay, but can you believe it's taken me this long to figure out how to use Streamlabs? Can you believe that? Can you believe that something like that is so difficult for somebody like me? I can believe that. We're back in action, says Michael. We're back in action. We're back on the road. We like a tumbleweed. I'm adjusting my sitting position, and we're gonna adjust everything. Yes, that doesn't sound good. 28, that sounds good. 16, 12, 26. Why though? I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
What if we had perfect posture the whole time? We lengthened our vocal cords with perfect posture. Yes, I see some colored rocks in the distance. Yes, of course, the colored rocks. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day out here. We can see many things, such as
maybe this state is just too laggy. It's just a laggy state. Maybe when we get to a less laggy state, it won't be so laggy. But I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm sure there's like a satellite service. Like you buy your own personal satellite, and you get the satellite beaming directly to your phone, tracking the movements of your car, maintaining a high speed of internet. I feel like there's also little devices you can buy. I feel like there's like, oh, Gangnam Style. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I feel like I could buy like a box, and in that box there would be, there'd be some stuff in that box. There'd be some internet stuff. Is that a penitentiary? What is that? It says Rancho. Okay. They made a house that looks like a jet. You may need to wear an aluminum foil hat while touching your phone. Boosts reception. Well, we'll have to pick up some aluminum foil, won't we? Oh my goodness, the road quality just got so good. The road quality here is just a nice... when the road is like a light gray, it's not that great. But then when it's like that dark, almost black, it's like a very dark gray. Not the concrete. It's not concrete. It's the other thing. Asphalt. Whose fault is it? It's asphalt. But yeah, you get some asphalt and you get some very dark, smooth roads. Makes for smooth sailing, where you're just gliding on the road, like not a single bump, not a single, you're just gliding along. I feel like I'm out on the salt flats here, and I'm just gliding. We've got some graffiti over here. Who comes out in the middle of nowhere to do graffiti? I guess that's a truck. I guess that's why there's graffiti on it. It's so crazy to think that, I'm in a car right now. It's not a long time, 200 miles till our next juncture. Can you imagine if my car just broke down right now? Can you imagine if it just stopped working? If it just went and it just stopped, and I was just, I don't know what that means. My kicks. Where's it at? I don't know where it's at. I've really got to watch my gas here, because I think gas stations are going to be few and far between. So I'm going to go ahead when it reaches 3, when it reaches the number 3, I'm probably going to get out. We got a casino. Mask up at the casino. Gasoline, New Mexico residents only. That's sad. Why don't they let the tourists go there and waste their money? Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, is that a hitchhiker? We found one. I gotta slow all the way down, but I went past him. Bro. I went past him. Darn it. What the heck? Bro! My hitchhiker opportunity. We must return. We must return to hitchhiker. We must return. Okay, listen up here. We must return. This is my opportunity. This is my moment. Oh, no. Oh, no, there's another set. And I don't see anywhere to cross the median to go back. That's the problem. If there was a median crossing, I could just cross the median and I could just go back. But I can't. Oh, is this a median crossing? Is this a median crossing of the median? Oh man, is it gonna say do not enter? Is it gonna say not allowed? What is it gonna say? It's gonna say official use only crossover. Okay. We're doing it. I'm gonna find the next crossover. Where's it at? I remember there was a car on the side of the road. Oh man, I'm about to get juked out here on a live stream. I don't even know that the live stream is working. Oh, there's a car. There's a car right there. Looking for our hitchhiker. I don't see him. Maybe he got picked up by somebody else. Let's see, we're at the 52-minute mark. I think I'll go 5. Oh my goodness, that's rough. I don't want to drive over that. There he is! I found him! I found the hitchhiker! Here we go! I'm about to get stabbed, bro. Have I been reading good books? No, I'm about to pick up a hitchhiker. What do you think? You think smart people pick up hitchhikers? No. Wrong. False. Not true. This could be interesting. Could be very interesting. I could be about to die. That's how interesting this could be. Okay. We're going for it. We're going for it. Here we go. Here we are. Here we are. Here we go. Where is this guy? Ask him if he's had any deep left experiences. Oh, you know we're going to ask him about those deep left experiences. Yeah, Michael's here with me in spirit. Michael's like, hey man, I got you. If he tries anything on you, Michael is going to teleport behind him. And he's going to be like, well, you were studying the blade, I studied arcane magic. Okay, we're about to pick this guy up. We're about to pick this guy up. Let's see here. Okay, 911. Speed dial moment. Speed dial moment. I gotta make room for this guy. I don't have any room right now. The hitchhiker is actually me. I'm the hitchhiker. Very cool. Hey man, sorry I got a bunch of stuff in the seat. I'm just gonna move it out of the way for you. Yeah, alright. Okay. We're getting there. So just so you know, I'm a YouTube live streamer.
Yeah.
So I just have my YouTube live stream going here. There's some people watching us and stuff on my phone.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So if you don't mind,
Me and you?
yeah, me and you, man,
Oh.
we're on YouTube right now. So
Why you fucking picture me? Don't picture me, bro.
all
I
right,
want to be on YouTube. Please.
all right. If you don't want to be on YouTube, I apologize. You don't have to be in the car. As long as we're in the car, we're gonna be on
Yeah,
YouTube.
okay.
So we'll just get that consent.
Oh,
But
YouTube?
yeah, man, it's just a couple people hanging out. And now, how far are you going here? Where are we going to?
I'm going to go.
All right.
You?
Well, I'm actually going to California.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a very long 12-hour drive, man.
Wow.
So,
I got to get off at fucking Flagstaff.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not my point.
you just tell me
That's
where.
where I wanted to go next.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Fuck yeah.
Sounds good.
Yes, thank you so much.
Haven't done that in a while, but it's always a nice thing. If I was on the side of the road, right,
Turn off. They went off that way towards the other way.
right,
I was walking on that side and it sounded fence.
right.
Yeah, I started walking.
Oh, here's a car. Hope they're doing all right.
I just started.
Yeah.
Hey, is it all right? You want
Yeah, you got something to eat there?
some? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was walking beside the road, up the hill, and I'm on hill, and I'm cooking.
Yeah.
What did you give me a flavor? Barbecue chips.
Barbecue, nice.
Cheers, people.
Mm,
Stuff inside me gives barbecue ribs.
yeah.
Going?
No, I'm good, man. I'm
All right.
good.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm all good here. I'm all set.
Yeah, I was there home.
It's a beautiful day to be driving. I don't think I'd want to be walking too far on the road, though.
Well, I came from Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm cooking.
That's a long way.
Yeah. And I'm going to that other number of help because I'm on the next step.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of going back to go to the next one.
Yeah. I haven't spent too much there. I've just been driving along. I started in Arkansas.
Good.
Yeah, Arkansas, over near Fayetteville.
That's a long way.
It is. It is. I had somebody drive with me, and he had to leave. He had to go back to Arkansas. So, yep. So we're making the rest of the trip alone, but I'll meet some people in California.
Man, I would never go to California,
No.
but I've been there twice.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, California. It's a good place to visit. Maybe depends for living there. Not always the best. somebody else around, then we'd see different things. But I just got lazy, I guess. Didn't do much.
Yeah.
So we talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's some. I went up Sun Mountain, and yeah, Sun Mountain. It's pretty small. It's just a hiking trail or something.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get up to these snowy mountains though.
One of your buddies from Albuquerque told you to pick up a hitchhiker?
Yeah, they said, well, you're going to be driving for 12 hours. They said you're going to be bored. You might as well pick up a hitchhiker. I haven't seen a lot of hitchhikers, you know. People don't do a lot of hitchhiking, but
How did it come up this way yesterday?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some school buses.
Yeah, I didn't come this way yesterday. Somebody from Albuquerque told you that?
Yeah, you know, there's some people. I know people from all over the country.
Yeah.
Talk with. It says connecting. 0 FPS once again. Is what it is. What speed? We still going left? I don't know when those messages were sent. Great start. Oh boy, this is good stuff. Ken Torture. Ask him to tell you about his life. Well, his name was James. He was from Kansas City. He tried to learn mechanics from his brother, but he couldn't figure it out. It's too confusing. He was an artist. He showed me his inks of naked women. And he gave me I gave him a case of beer and dropped him off at the liquor store. He knew exactly where the liquor store was too. We drove like 2 miles, or I should say 2 hours, and he knew exactly where the liquor store was, so that was how it was. That a lot of money. He doesn't smell very nice. He smelled fine. He smelled fine. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but when you're outside a lot and you've got like, I mean, he had a scent to him. He just kind of smelled like McDonald's, like he kind of smelled like the food he ate. But he didn't smell. He wasn't like one of these fat, obese people with the body rolls who, the worst smell is the smell of a sedentary man. The worst smell is the smell of a man who sits down to play World of Warcraft. That was the worst BO I ever smelled. Like people who drink coffee and breathe in your mouth. People who play World of Warcraft all day and have BO. If you're out like on the side of the road in the desert walking for 9 hours, you're actually not going to smell that bad because your body, if you don't shower, you don't smell bad. Your body takes care of that itself. It's the World of Warcraft players you got to watch out for. So yeah, I'm going. Yeah, so the stream stream's gonna cut out for 5 minutes again, so just everybody hold your horses. I gotta figure something out here. There's some beautiful scenery. Be a nice place to build a little Minecraft base. We're not entirely back yet. I'm just kind of like doing some calculations in my head, and I need about a 5-minute break from this stream, and then I'll see if I can come back. But give me like 5 minutes. I gotta figure something. It doesn't seem that much different. What a stream. Oh man, I still have let me think, 9 more hours of driving at least. Because I'm supposed to arrive in the nighttime. I'm looking at these vistas. Got some Minecraft mountains over here. There's all sorts of little abandoned little shacks. I feel like I'm transporting back into time. I feel like I'm in not even the 1950s. I feel like, well, yeah, I guess the 1950s. Ticketfox.com. Entering Arizona and Indian country. Visit Yellow Horse Indian Store. The world's largest Indian reservation. There's no bigger Indian reservation in the entire globe. Not even in Canada. Keep your render distance up so you don't fall through the world. I don't think that actually happens in Minecraft, does it? Fall through? I've never fallen through the world. Yeah, render distance is pretty high right now. We're just looking at the various structures. You know, when there's not, I guess there's not a lot of rain, and so that allows these mountains. You got like little caves over there, some skeletons, maybe some zombies. Wouldn't that be actually amazing if you're driving by some mountains and there's like a cave and like some creepers are hanging out over there in the darkness? That would be crazy. It's like some Fallout. Sometimes the computer struggles. Yeah, the computer struggles. We're looking at I see a little river here. A little river action going on. Just more of a creek, more of a stream. That would be amazing. Yeah. It would really add to the atmosphere if we had some little creatures. Little zombie creatures and whatnot. Just hanging out. A lot of these guardrails are just totally smashed up from drunk drivers. Drunk drivers just slamming at 90 miles per hour into the guardrail, shredding the guardrail to pieces. There's a lot of that around here. Probably also some truckers as well. Truckers falling asleep at the wheel. Happens every so often. Smash up a guardrail. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Driving. It's like little mini Grand Canyons everywhere. Where is the Grand Canyon? Is that in Colorado? Never been. It's probably in Colorado. Could be in New Mexico. But I feel like it's in Colorado. I have a feeling. But I could be wrong. Could be in Arizona. I feel like this whole the Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona area. This is the desert. Welcome to Navajo land. Exit now. Warning, exit now. Are ambiverts real? Maybe. I've never met anybody who claimed that he or she was an ambivert. That's a cool oh, they got maybe some cave paintings over there. This is cool. Exit now. Lowest prices. Elk jerky. Oh my gosh. That's Joe Rogan's favorite jerky. Can't wait till we get a night stream so you can swerve around the skinwalkers. What does that mean? Kind of near Las Vegas? Really? That's crazy. It's in Arizona? I didn't know that. I like how they made a wooden building shaped like a teepee. Very, very authentic. Yeah. Lots of caves. Kind of crazy. I feel like this is what happened like in the hills with Eyes. Remember that movie, The Hills Have Eyes? I expected it to be darker and it seemed to be more comedic in the end. But what happened with the homeless guy? So if you didn't hear before, I dropped him off at a liquor store. He didn't go inside the liquor store though. He just kept walking, or he was a bar, I guess. He said it was a liquor store, but I think it was a bar. Whoa, this is cool. These are really some really cool structures. But anyway, yeah, he's good to go. We are in Arizona since 1912, the centennial. But yeah, you know, it was good. I got rid of my beer, so I thought he was living in the Northwest at one time, and now he's in Texas. Zooming down Funky Lane. Yeah, we could be zooming down Funky Lane. I haven't been listening to any music so far. That's fine. No music. We've got a nice coal deposit here. I have no clue what that's about. There's just a giant like pile of black coal, it looks like, or soot or ash or something on the side of the road. All right. It says we've only been streaming for 21 minutes. Ken, you don't look, but there's a shadowy ghost person behind you. Well, I better keep driving then. Better keep driving. Should have gamified your stream so I could pay you money for song requests. You're not a very good capitalist here now. Does that even work? Like, I don't think YouTube would be very happy with you playing copyrighted songs. Like, I know other people have done that, but I don't think that I would have gotten away with that. I think it wouldn't have worked out. Maybe on D Live or something. But, yeah, gamify. I mean, people are going to pay. They're going to be like, I'm going to pay you money to have you listen to music. If you delete the VOD, delete the video, I guess. Yeah, if I delete the video, I could do that. Man, I really missed out on $5 today, didn't I? I gave him $6. Yo, DJ, put on some Chug Jug. I don't know what Chug Jug is. I'm not familiar with the Chug Jug. Handmade knives and artifacts. Souvenirs. Why is everything, the colors are yellow? That's $5 you don't have. That's true. Technically, I lost $11 because I gave $6 to James. And I lost $5 because I didn't spend an hour figuring out, or probably more like 10 hours at my learning curve. I didn't spend 10 hours, at 50 cents an hour trying to figure out how to gamify the stream, looking up tutorials. How do I add a game to stream? How do I hook up a PayPal entropy nonsense system to Streamlabs so that people can pay me $5 to listen to a song? Wow. Kenneth posting his L's. Gibson, you're not... I want your human connection. Whoa, it's misty over there. Could be raining, could be snowing. I haven't actually seen Punch Buggy. Whenever you see a buggy hit the camera. Don't see any buggies. Gourmet coffee ice cream cones? I think those are two separate objects, but I do want some gourmet ice cream cones right now. And it is snowing a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean it's picking up pace. It's so crazy because it's not cold outside. It's not cold outside. I think it has something to do with the humidity. I think when the humidity is really low, it turns rain to snow or something like that. Like somehow, I don't know how it all works. I'm connected and tapped in. That's good. Well, the clouds are pretty dense, cloudy, and I can't imagine having a house right here, off the highway. I'm gonna live off the highway in the middle of now, but rather than directly street. YouTube is silly. There's people. Is there settings I can change? Let's try it. Account settings. Settings. Streaming settings. Audio quality. Low. Output resolution. 360p. Expected frame rate. 24. Okay. How about now? I just decreased the quality of everything to the absolute minimum. So, if that doesn't help, I don't know what to do. I guess we were doing some very high quality streaming before. I have 3G right now as opposed to 5G. I have not had 3G. I don't remember the last time. It had to be before 5G because when they switched to 5G, then it was you usually had 4G, and then sometimes you go to 5G. You go back. I remember 2G. What does the G even stand for? Gangster? How many gang? So that's cool. I'm a fan. I've had a revelation. It's this is what pop stars do, it seems. Maybe this is just what human beings do, but it's just 2 years ago, Kanye was palling around with some pretty scummy people and doing some interesting things in different music videos, and now he's now I'm super serious. But that's kind of what has to happen, right? Because when you're young, you can be like, yeah, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, man. Like, we're just going to do whatever we want to do. 20, and you're being outrageous, Eminem style. You're just giving your middle finger to the world, and you're saying, man, I think it just starts to, there's a lot of areas here where I just don't have any internet, so I'm just doing this. We're just streaming as we stream. Arizona's deserts are the hellish toilet of internet connection. Yeah, I believe it, man. Wanderlust and meteor dust, meteor crater. Must see, must stop. Petrified forest. That sounds cool. I would check that out. They're out here having their proms, and I'm here, Kenneth, 120p enjoying. We'll see who has the last laugh. Yeah, I guess it is like a Saturday night. So, or no, it's a Friday night. It's a Friday night. Stuff to do on a Friday night. Help us beat. Wash, cover, protect. Wow, what a yawn. Well, we've got about 7 more hours of driving, I believe. If my calculations are correct. Actually, they're probably incorrect. What does skinwalker mean? Why are you calling me a skinwalker? What does that even mean? What do you mean when you say I'm a skinwalker? Are you calling me like an NPC or a zombie? Like, what does that mean, skinwalker? Ganado. Some horses. Some horses in Ganado. Yeah, we're out in the ranch territory. This is cowboy territory. Hubble Trading Post National Historical Site. You're in Skinwalker territory. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker, Naldlushi, is a type of harmful witch. You call me a harmful witch? It is the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. You're telling me I'm a skinwalker? I'm not a witch. I am not a witch. There's a very graffitied up building. Usually in the city, I look at graffiti and I think, wow, what a waste, what an ugly mural and such. But here it's a relief. There's a large area in Arizona connected to other states called the West Coast Bermuda Triangle. It's ground zero for weird paranormal activity. Is that there's a cop. And when there's a cop, you must stop. Can you believe this person got pulled over by the Arizona police? I don't want to get pulled over. I will drive safely and carefully. Navajo Travel Center. I need to go to the contact form. I need to be like, dear YouTube, why don't you let me live stream? And then then they're going to be like, wait a second. We looked further into your channel. First, we were just ignoring you, but now that you requested a review, now we're going to not to bring it up. Better not to ask, maybe. Well, we're getting close to Flagstaff. Maybe we can meet some people there. Probably not. It's funny. Sometimes I have so much to say. Maybe if I was lying down on my back, maybe sometimes I just don't have anything to say. I feel like I've been putting out too much content. I feel like it's too much and it's not good. It's getting dark. We've got some dark weather ahead of us. Someone attempting to reconnect. We're reconnected. I don't know, man. I've got enough gas. I don't know if I have enough gas to make it to my next rendezvous location, my next stop. I'm probably gonna get gas. Well, there's just nothing out here. Last time I got gas at about the 5 something mark. Oh, it's raining.